Over to you, Rix.
Mark, a brilliant knock to right. Probably a superb catch. Ended your effort to get an 100 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, nice to hit a few out of the middle today, and they had my fair share of luck as well. But Vishka Fernando took some beautiful catches. He did really well. Changed the momentum of the game really with some of his catches.
How tough is it to adjust to the conditions in Sri Lanka? I mean, you guys are not used to playing in spinning wickets like this. How do you sort of adjust to playing here? Yeah,
it's a lot of cricket seems to be played in Asia these days. So for some of us, these conditions aren't overly foreign. Obviously, they're quite different to what we experience at home. But the guys have played a lot of cricket around the world, and I think, to be honest, for a lot of our squad, we've got a few younger guys too. It's an invaluable experience for them. Someone like Mitch Hay, who did superbly well today with the bat. For someone without much experience playing in these conditions, he'll take a lot from this.
You guys seems to be using the sweep and the reverse sweep a lot in playing spin bowlers in Sri Lanka. Is it something that consciously that you guys are working on when taking on the spinners? Yeah,
I think over here the spinners are so accurate and they're always threatening the stumps. So it's about finding a way to put them off their lengths and being able to put some pressure back on the bowling, and the sweep shot is something that we've used to our success at times, and it's certainly an option for us that we look strongly at.
You guys have lost the series now, but there's a game coming up in 48 hours time. How important is to win that game and salvage some pride, and probably you might slip down in the rankings as well to number 6. So in that sense, how important is it to win that last game?
Yeah, I mean, every game for New Zealand is really important. It's obviously disappointing to go down again today, and unfortunately we're out of the series now. But we take a lot of pride in putting out performances consistently for our country, and there are a lot of guys here that are really pushing for experience in different positions in different places. So for us, there's a lot to play for.
With 7 wickets down and Sri Lanka needing 50 runs, you guys must have fancied your chances.
Yeah, I think to be honest, our spinners bowled beautifully today. I think particularly Mitch and Mike Bracewell, they really set the tone up the top. For some reason the balls seem to spin like quite drastically for us, particularly with the newer ball. But unfortunately it just wasn't to be today. The guys are feeling this one. We take a lot of pride in our performances.
Michael Bracewell, career best figures today, 4 wickets for 36 runs. A word on his performance?
Yeah, he's been outstanding. He's bowled with a lot of courage. Not afraid to give the ball a little bit of flight, to pitch it up and to set some slightly more aggressive fields. And I think, with the nature of the low-scoring games, you have to be brave. And one-day cricket is all about taking wickets, particularly when you probably don't have as many runs as you'd like on the board.
The spin bowlers ended up bowling nearly 40 overs today. A couple of overs probably by you with a bit of left-arm spin. Made the difference.
No, to be honest, I'm quite happy to leave the other boys to the bowling. Glenn Phillips is an example of someone who's worked really hard on his bowling and has become more than just a part-timer for us. And to be honest, I think Ish also bowled beautifully in patches today. He spun the ball as much as any. He probably spun it too much, if anything. He was probably a little bit unlucky not to take a wicket.
You think that New Zealand bowled their spinners too early, and eventually you have to rely on your paces towards the latter part of the game?
No, personally I don't think so. I think with the nature of the low-scoring game, it's about, for us, our plan was to try and take wickets early and put pressure on the Sri Lankan batters. And, for us, we felt that using the spin up the top was probably the best option. And, I think for us, we had to play an aggressive brand. And that was, if it meant that we bowled our, frontline spinners out early, then, we're giving ourselves the best chance of winning the game. So, I think the way that Mitch did it, he's been awesome as a captain. He's been really aggressive. He's rallied the guys, and we're certainly behind the way that he's running things at the moment.
What did you learn from Kusal Mendis about playing spin on these surfaces? He has been scoring nonsense.
I think. Obviously he's one that uses the sweep shot, but I think more just the temperament and the way that he's gone about his innings. And I think particularly today, for someone that's coming off a big score, to really have the patience to bat through an innings. I think, there's a lot to be learnt from that. It was a really mature innings from Kusal, and I guess was the difference at the end of the day.
What did you think about the next match?
The next match?
Yes.
As I mentioned, there's a lot to play for us. It's unfortunate that the series is lost now, but there's a lot of guys here that are taking a lot of pride in playing for the New Zealand jersey, and one day cricket is a format that a lot of cricketers still really love, and it's another opportunity for guys to keep putting their hands up.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.